So this past fall, I was selected to partner and represent the team as a nonpartisan civic captain on my campus, and it was really an empowering experience.
I think the team helps athletes understand that our ability to have time management skills, commit to something until completion, and be able to put our best foot forward day in and day out translates to every aspect, especially civic engagement.
Being selected for the Civic Captain Initiative was truly a game changer. It allowed me to combine my passion for athletics with a commitment to integrating nonpartisan civic engagement on my campus.
I wanted to use my platform and my influence to make sure that those in my community and other student athletes were registered to vote and civically engaged.
For me, it was amazing to see how much I've learned through the team and working with our county clerk, getting people registered to vote and learning so many new things about the process itself.
One of my favorite parts of the role was being able to host a voter registration event at one of the Duke football games. I got to set up a tent at the tailgate, and I worked with my athletics department and also head count, and we got people to scan a QR code to check their voters registration status and also register to vote.
November 5th, the day of the election, we had about 400 plus people come to the ICC building and vote who they want to vote for this election. It was a great turnout.
What I'll remember from my time as a civic captain was being able to talk to and collaborate with other civic captains from different schools across the U.S., as well as being able to engage more with the student athletes on my own campus to talk about civic engagement and voting.
I joined the team because I really believe as student athletes, we have an obligation to give back to the community that gives to us. They come to our games every weekend, whether it's cheering for us, asking for autographs, they show up for us, and we have an obligation to show up for them.
The biggest takeaway I had from being a part of that cohort, that fellowship, was the people around me. I had a group of great athletes around me that all shared the same ideas, the same values, but they carried it out in different ways on their campuses.
As we all worked in our respective communities, we all came together throughout discussions, one-on-one time, and broader group-oriented discourse in order to figure out how we could best use our resources and our abilities to touch the communities around us.
I applied to be part of the team's cohort because I wanted the opportunity to use my voice as a student athlete and my platform as a cross-country runner to champion civic engagement. This is something I've been very involved in since high school and invested in since before then.
Through this fellowship, I have gathered valuable insight into the importance of using my voice and influence as an athlete to inspire change in my community and beyond.
One thing that I didn't really take note of before being a fellow is how much power we actually have to make change in the communities we frequent daily. And one thing that I heard while doing my fellowship was that those closest to the problem are the closest to the solution.
I was a part of the first inaugural Engage Athlete Fellowship cohort. And the reason why I wanted to join was because I wanted to inspire student athletes to find a purpose outside of their sport.
Team organization has had an impact on my life because it has given me the resources and the opportunity to use my platform as a student athlete to make a difference on my campus and in my community.
Being a part of this kind of organization is extremely inspiring. Listening in on my peers' ideas throughout the country only motivates me to continue staying civically engaged and giving back to my community.
I'm extremely grateful for my time as being a civic captain with the team, and remember that there is no off season.
There's no off season.
There's no off season.
There's no off season.
There's no off season.
For civic engagement.
For civic engagement.
For civic engagement.
For civic engagement.
Remember to stay involved in your community.